Yeah. This one's for everyone who fell, everyone who lost, everyone who thought it was over. Sometimes life gives you one more shot. Can you hear it? That's the heartbeat of a second chance. I remember staring at the ground, watching all my plans come crashing down. Everything I built felt out of reach. Every lesson life was trying to teach. I had regrets heavy on my back, so many moments wishing I could take them back. But the clock kept moving, didn't wait for me, and the mirror showed the truth I had to see. Failure wasn't the end of my story, it was just a chapter before the glory. A reminder that the road gets rough before it shows you what you're really made of. I was counting all my losses till I learned to count what's left. A dream still breathing, a heart still beating, a chance I hadn't used yet. This is the heartbeat of a second chance, sound of a soul learning how to stand, the rhythm of hope after all the pain, the courage to believe again. Heartbeat of a second chance, every scar becomes a part of the plan. I may have fallen, but I'm not finished yet. Can you hear it? That's the heartbeat of a second chance. I used to think mistakes defined my name, like I'd forever carry all the blame. But growth lies beyond the things we regret, and tomorrow hasn't happened yet. So I picked up every broken piece, turned my failures into fuel beneath my feet. Every setback became another reason to keep fighting through another season. Now I don't fear starting over again, because I know how strong I've been. And every mountain that I couldn't climb before looks a little smaller than it did before. I stopped asking why it happened, started asking what it's for, and every answer led me to a stronger version than before. This is the heartbeat of a second chance, the sound of a soul learning how to stand, the rhythm of hope after all the pain, the courage to believe again. Heartbeat of a second chance, every scar becomes a part of the plan. I may have fallen, but I'm not finished yet. Can you hear it? That's the heartbeat of a second chance. Look, I got memories of doors that closed, dreams that faded, promises I broke. But I also got proof that I'm still here, still moving, still facing every fear. A second chance ain't luck, it's responsibility. A reminder that the future's still a possibility. So I won't waste another sunrise, won't let doubt decide my life. Every breath is another opportunity, every day another reason to try. Maybe I needed to lose to learn what matters. Maybe I needed to fall to appreciate standing. Maybe the failure was never my ending, maybe it was my beginning. This is the heartbeat of a second chance, sound of a dream coming back to life, the rhythm of hope that refuses to fade, even through the darkest nights. Heartbeat of a second chance, every step forward rewrites the past. I may have stumbled, I may have failed, but I'm still running, still reaching, still believing, and this heart keeps beating. One mistake doesn't define you, one failure doesn't finish you. As long as your heart still beats, there's still time to become the person you're meant to be. Listen closely, that's the heartbeat of a second chance. That's the heartbeat of a second chance. Yeah. You ever get so good at pretending that people start believing you're okay? This is for the ones who laugh in public and fight their battles in silence. Every morning, same face in the mirror, trying to convince myself the future's getting clearer. But the shadows in my head don't follow the rules. They turn my confidence into something cruel. Everybody sees me walking with a grin. Nobody sees the war that's happening within. I became an expert at saying I'm alright, while losing sleep to my thoughts every night. The room gets crowded, but I still feel alone, like my heart's disconnected from the life I've known. And the louder the world gets around me, the harder it is to hear what I found in me. I kept my struggles hidden behind jokes, behind conversations and optimistic quotes, because I was scared if people saw the truth, they'd only see the broken parts shining through. So I wore a smile like armor, every day, every mile. Not because I felt happy, but because I needed it for a while. The smile I wore for survival wasn't joy, it was a shield, a way to keep moving forward when I felt too weak to heal. The smile I wore for survival helped me make it through the pain, and though it wasn't the whole truth, it kept me standing in the rain. I was hurting, I was fighting, but I was still alive. That's the smile I wore for survival. Yeah, some days anxiety sat beside me, telling me every reason I should never believe, whispering doubts like they were facts, turning small worries into heavy backpacks. Depression made the sunlight feel distant, made every victory seem insignificant, and self-doubt kept asking who I thought I could be, like success was reserved for everyone except me. Yeah, there were moments I wanted to disappear, not from life, just from the pressure and fear. Wanted one day where my mind felt quiet, one day where I didn't have to fight it. But somehow, even on the hardest days, something inside me refused to fade. A tiny voice saying, take one more step, even when I couldn't see what's next. And maybe courage isn't feeling strong, maybe it's carrying on when everything inside you says you're wrong. The smile I wore for survival wasn't joy, it was a shield, a way to keep moving forward when I felt too weak to heal. The smile I wore for survival helped me make it through the pain, and though it wasn't the whole truth, it kept me standing in the rain. I was hurting, I was fighting, but I was still alive. That's the smile I wore for survival. Yeah, I'm done pretending I never struggle. Yeah, done acting like I never stumble. Done believing that strength means hiding scars, when some of the strongest people are carrying wars. Maybe healing isn't instant, maybe growth isn't loud, maybe bravery is showing up even when you're doubting yourself. And if you're listening right now feeling like you're losing the fight, remember, the fact that you're still here means you've already survived every difficult night. I don't need to be fearless, I don't need to be perfect, I don't need to have all the answers, I just need to keep going. The smile I wore for survival may not be the smile I wear forever, because now I'm learning that healing and honesty belong together. The smile I wore for survival got me through the darkest years, and now I'm finding strength and facing all my fears. The storm isn't over, but I'm stronger than before, and I don't have to hide behind that smile anymore. To anyone carrying invisible battles, to anyone exhausted from pretending, to anyone who's still fighting when nobody sees it, I'm proud of you for making it this far. Because sometimes survival looks like showing up one more day, and sometimes it looks like a smile. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, this is for the ones who stayed awake so their family could dream, the ones who carry tomorrow long before it arrived. I remember hearing the front door late, long after midnight, long after 8. You came home tired, but you still found a way to ask how I was doing at the end of your day. I didn't see the pressure behind your eyes, the worries you buried, the sacrifices. I only saw the meals on the table, never the struggle that made them possible. You wore exhaustion like it was normal, made every burden seem almost formal. And every time life pushed you to your knees, you stood back up for a family to feed. Back then I didn't understand the cost, the dreams you delayed, the sleep you lost. Now I see my future standing tall, built on the nights you gave your all. While I was sleeping, you were still awake, building a tomorrow you prayed I would take. I'm built from the sleepless nights, from every sacrifice hidden from sight, from every early morning, every overtime fight. I'm built from the sleepless nights, from the love that never asked for praise. And every step I take today was paved by those exhausting days. I am the dream they stayed awake to protect, built from the sleepless nights. I remember when money was running thin, but somehow hope still managed to get in. You made a little feel like enough, even when life was making things tough. You carried fears you never spoke aloud, stayed strong when everything felt doubtful, because giving up was never part of your plan. Now when there were people depending on your hands, and now when challenges stand in my way, I hear your lessons echo through my days. Not through speeches, not through words, but through the example I observed. You taught me resilience without saying the name, taught me persistence through your everyday pain. And every opportunity I have today exists because you chose not to walk away. The older I grow, the clearer it becomes. The life I wanted started with what you've done. I'm built from the sleepless nights, from every sacrifice hidden from sight, from every early morning, every overtime fight. I'm built from the sleepless nights, from the love that never asked for praise. And every step I take today was paved by those exhausting days. I am the dream they stayed awake to protect, built from the sleepless love. Success didn't start when I chased my goals, it started years ago when a tired soul, working extra shifts, making difficult choices, ignoring the pain to answer our voices. Nobody handed them trophies, nobody called them stars, but some of the strongest people alive carry families farther than they carry themselves. And if my future shines, it's because they lit the flame. If my name goes somewhere, it's because they carried the weight. Every achievement I reach has their fingerprints on it, every single one. Some dreams are bought with effort, some futures are built with sacrifice, and some lives are transformed by people willing to lose sleep so others can rest. I'm built from this sleepless night. One day, when they look at everything I've become, I hope they see more than success. I hope they see proof that every late night, every hard choice, every sacrifice was worth it. Because I am living the future they stayed awake to build, built from their sleepless nights. used to hate losing. Every mistake felt like proof that I wasn't good enough. But looking back now, the biggest loss of my life was the lesson that changed everything. I remember staring at the pieces on the floor. Everything I worked for wasn't mine anymore. Plans fell apart right in front of my eyes, and all I had left were questions and goodbyes. I kept replaying every choice I made, every wrong turn, every risk I misplayed, wondering if I ruined my only shot, wondering if failure was all I got. The silence hit harder than the fall. Nobody around when I needed a call. Just me and my thoughts in the middle of the night, trying to understand why I lost the fight. Back then I thought the story was ending, didn't realize defeat was teaching me something. Sometimes a lesson arrives wearing the face of disappointment. Sometimes a blessing shows up looking exactly like defeat. It was the loss that taught me winning, the fall that taught me how to rise, the heartbreak that revealed my strength, the darkness that opened my eyes. It was the loss that taught me winning. Every mistake became a guide. I wouldn't be who I am today without the battles I survived. What I thought would break me ended up building me. The loss taught me winning. I stopped asking why it happened, started asking what it meant. Started searching for the lesson inside every ounce of regret. And that's when everything changed. The failure wasn't proof I wasn't capable, it was proof I was trying. The setback wasn't a dead end, it was redirection in disguise. I learned patience from delays, humility from mistakes, discipline from disappointment, and resilience from heartbreak. The things I hated most at the time became the tools I use today. Because success isn't built from everything going right, it's built from what you do when everything goes wrong. It was the loss that taught me winning, the fall that taught me how to rise, the heartbreak that revealed my strength, the darkness that opened my eyes. It was the loss that taught me winning. Every mistake became a guide. I wouldn't be who I am today without the battles I survived. What I thought would break me ended up building me. The loss taught me winning. Look, nobody celebrates the setbacks, nobody posts the sleepless nights, nobody sees the internal battles behind every success story they like. But that's where the growth happens, in the moments when you wanna quit, in the days when confidence disappears, in the seasons when nothing makes sense. That's where character gets built. Every scar became experience, every failure became education, every closed door became preparation for a better destination. I stopped fearing mistakes, I stopped running from losses, because every time I fell, I came back wiser. It was the loss that taught me winning, loss that taught me struggle, that taught me my worth, the pressure that created diamonds, the pain that gave purpose to the hurt. Oh yeah, it was the loss that taught me winning, and now I see it differently. The thing I once called failure was shaping who I was meant to be. Every defeat had a lesson, every lesson had a purpose, every purpose moved me closer. If you're losing right now, if you're questioning everything, if you feel like your hard work was for nothing, remember this: a loss is only final if you refuse to learn from it. Sometimes the greatest victory begins with the hardest defeat, and sometimes the loss that taught you winning is happening right now. Yeah. Everybody talks about the finish line, nobody talks about the ground you hit before you get there. This one's for the people who turn their lowest point into their starting point. I remember when the dream came crashing down, when hope fell heavy and failure wore a crown. I had plans, I had confidence, I had direction. Then one mistake changed the whole projection. I watched opportunities slip through my head, life, ignore all my careful plans. And for a while, I thought the fall defined me, like the worst thing I'd done was all I'd ever be. The voices got louder after every defeat. Self-doubt kept pulling at my feet, asking me if I was built for this road, or if I should finally let the dream go. But somewhere between the pain and the pressure, I discovered something I didn't expect. The ground that broke my fall became the place I stood. The lesson hidden in the loss started changing everything. I grew where I fell, right there in the middle of the hurt, right there where the doubt got loud, and I questioned what I was worth. I grew where I fell, where the scars became my roots. What tried to bury me instead gave me something stronger to hold on to. The loss wasn't the end, it was the soil. Wishing I could erase the past. Stop trying to outrun things that happen too fast. Started looking at failure differently, like maybe it wasn't sent to finish me. Every setback taught me patience, every rejection taught me grit, every closed door taught me discipline, every hard season taught me persistence. The truth is, success didn't show up when life got easy. Success started the moment I decided not to quit, the moment I stopped seeing mistakes as proof I couldn't make it, and started seeing them as part of becoming. Because growth doesn't always happen in sunshine and celebration. Sometimes it happens in the places you never worked for. I grew where I fell, right there in the middle of the hurt, right there where the doubt got loud, and I questioned what I was worth. Oh, I grew where I fell, where the scars became my roots. What tried to bury me instead gave me something stronger to hold on to. The loss wasn't the end, it was the soil. Strong people never broke. Now I know strong people rebuild. I used to think successful people never fail. Now I know successful people learn. Every bruise became wisdom, every wrong turn became direction, every painful chapter became preparation for the life I hadn't reached yet. The world sees the victory, I remember the fall, and honestly, I'm grateful for it, because the person standing here today wouldn't exist without it. The rain came, the storm stayed, the dream bent, but the roots got deeper. I grew where I fell, in the places I once wanted to escape, in the moments I thought I lost everything. I was finding who I could become. I grew where I fell, and now I carry those lessons proudly, because every scar reminds me how far I've come. The ground that once felt like defeat became the foundation beneath my feet. I didn't grow despite the fall, I grew because of it. If life has knocked you down, if you're sitting in the middle of a loss, if you're wondering how you'll ever recover, remember this: seeds don't grow on mountaintops, they grow when they're buried. And sometimes the place where you fell becomes the place where you rise. I grew where I fell, I grew where I fell. Funny how the things I cried about became the things I thank God for. The doors that closed, the plans that failed, the people who walked away. I didn't understand it then, but I do now. Yeah, I remember staring at a dream that fell apart, holding broken plans close to my heart, asking why the road kept turning wrong, why the things I wanted never stay for long. I had the timelines written in my head, places I was sure my life was headed, but reality had different plans, and I fought them with both hands. And I called it failure, I called it loss, I called it pain that wasn't worth the cost. But looking back from where I stand today, I can finally see another way. So a direction. Some disappointments were preparing me for something better than I could imagine. Now I'm grateful for what didn't work out, for every closed door I cried about, for every plan that slipped away, for every night I questioned my faith. I'm grateful for what didn't work out, because it led me where I'm standing now. The things I thought would break my heart helped me become who I am, and I wouldn't trade those lessons now. Yeah, there were friendships I thought would last forever, promises I thought nobody could sever. But life has a way of revealing what's true, showing who's meant to grow with you. Yeah, there were opportunities I didn't get, moments I still remember with regret. But if every wish had gone my way, I'd be someone different today. Maybe I would've stayed comfortable, maybe I would've settled too soon, maybe I would've missed the growth hidden inside the wounds. The road I wanted wasn't the road I needed, and that's the truth I had to earn. Every setback carried wisdom, every detour carried purpose, and every difficult chapter added strength I couldn't purchase. Now I'm grateful for what didn't work out, for every closed door I cried about, for every plan that slipped away, for every night I questioned my faith. I'm grateful for what didn't work out, because it led me where I'm standing now. The things I thought would break my heart helped me become who I am, and I wouldn't trade those lessons now. Look, I spent years asking why not me. Now I'm asking, what was it teaching me? Because every rejection sharpened my focus, every failure strengthened my resolve, every goodbye taught me not everyone is meant for every chapter, and every dream that didn't happen made room for one that mattered more. That's the part nobody tells you. Sometimes losing what you wanted is how you find what you needed. The door closed, the road changed, the dream evolved, and so did I. For the heartbreak, for the setbacks, for the roads that turn around. I'm grateful for what didn't work out, because every struggle left a mark. Not a wound that held me back, but a lesson that lit the dark. The story didn't go as planned, it went better, because growth was waiting on the other side of disappointment. If you're hurting because something ended, if you're wondering why life didn't go your way, give it time. One day you might look back at the thing you begged to keep and realize it was the very thing that helped you grow. And when that day comes, you won't just accept it, you'll be grateful for it. Grateful for what didn't work out. Yeah, I used to ask, why is this happening to me? Why the setbacks, why the heartbreak, why the storms that wouldn't leave? But somewhere in the middle of the struggle, I found the answer. Or maybe the answer found me. Life didn't come with a warning sign. 1 minute I was fine, then I lost my peace of mind. Watched plans collapse that I spent years building, watched confidence disappear without permission. I remember nights I couldn't see a way through, staring at the ceiling with nothing left to hold on to. Questions got louder than the hope in my chest, wondering if the pressure would finally win the test. Everybody talks about purpose like it's obvious, like it arrives with a map and a promise. But mine was hidden underneath the pain, buried deep beneath the pouring rain. And I would've never found it if life had always been easy. The fire took things from me, comfort, certainty, control, but it gave me something to. Purpose found me in the fire, when everything I knew was falling apart. When the smoke blocked my vision, it revealed what was inside my heart. Purpose found me in the fire, in the middle of the hardest days. When I thought I was losing everything, I was finding my way. The flames didn't destroy me, they introduced me to myself. The struggle taught me things success never could. Showed me the difference between comfort and good. Showed me how strong a person can become when they keep moving even when they feel numb. Every setback became a teacher, every scar became a reminder, every closed door became a redirection, every loss became a refiner. I stopped asking why me and started asking, what can I learn? That's when the pain stopped being a prison and started becoming a purpose. Because sometimes the hardest roads led to the clearest destinations. The storm wasn't punishment, the struggle wasn't random. The fire wasn't there to end me, it was there to shape me. Purpose found me in the fire, when everything I knew was falling apart. When the smoke blocked my vision, it revealed what was inside my heart. Purpose found me in the fire, in the middle of the hardest days. When I thought I was losing everything, I was finding my way. The flames didn't destroy me, they introduced me to myself. Look, nobody volunteers for the struggle. Nobody asks for sleepless nights, broken plans, or seasons filled with doubt. But sometimes pain uncovers things comfort keeps hidden. Strength, faith, resilience, character. The person I am today wasn't built during the easy moments. They were built when I had every reason to quit and chose not to. The fire showed me what couldn't be burned away. The heat got stronger, the road got darker, the purpose got clearer. Purpose found me in the fire, and now I understand the journey. Not every chapter was meant to feel good, but every chapter meant something. Purpose found me in the fire, and every scar became a part of the story. Every lesson became part of the mission. Every struggle became part of the victory. I don't celebrate the pain, but I honor what it taught me. Because without the fire, I might never have discovered who I was meant to become. If you're in the middle of the flames right now, if life feels heavier than you can carry, don't give up, you may not see it yet. But sometimes the place that hurts the most is the place where purpose is being born. And one day you'll look back and realize purpose found you in the fire. Yeah, some stories get passed down. The struggle, the fear, the pain, generation after generation. But every cycle meets a person who decides it goes no further. And today, that person is me. I was born into a house full of lessons, some beautiful, some heavy with questions. Stories of survival told around the table, dreams postponed because life wasn't stable. I watched people fight battles every day, trying to keep their demons far away, carrying burdens they never chose, wearing smiles while hiding what hurt most. The neighborhood said this is how it always goes. The statistics said don't expect too much. But I was tired of watching potential disappear beneath survival, tired of seeing good people believe they were trapped. I don't know where I came from, but I refuse to let it decide where I end up. A different ending starts here, with every choice I make today, with every fear I face, with every burden I refuse to pass away. A different ending starts here, the story changes with this step. The pain may be part of my history, but it won't define what's next. The cycle stops, the healing starts. A different ending starts here. I learned that healing isn't forgetting, it's facing the truth without letting it own you. It's having conversation nobody had before, opening doors that stayed locked for years. I saw how addiction stole dreams, how trauma echoed through generations, how poverty convinced people to shrink their expectations. But I also saw resilience, I saw courage, I saw people who survived enough to give me a chance at something different. And I owe it to them to keep moving forward, not just for me, for everyone coming after me. Because change isn't one big moment, it's 1,000 small decisions made every single day. A different ending starts here, with every choice I make today, with every fear I face, with every burden I refuse to pass away. A different ending starts here, the story changes with this step. The pain may be part of my history, but it won't define what's next. The cycle stops, the healing starts. A different ending starts here. Look, I don't carry shame for where I come from. I carry responsibility because somebody has to be brave enough to choose a different road. Somebody has to teach what wasn't taught. Somebody has to heal what wasn't healed. Somebody has to dream beyond what they've seen. And every time I choose growth over fear, discipline over excuses, healing over hiding, the future changes, not just mine, Everybody's less silence, more healing, less fear, more freedom, less surviving, more living. A different ending starts here, not because the past disappears, but because it no longer controls the future. A different ending starts here, with every lesson learned, every boundary set, every dream pursued despite the odds. The story isn't being erased, it's being rewritten, and the next generation will inherit something different. More hope, more opportunity, more peace, because somebody decided the cycle would end. One day, the children who come after us may never understand the battles we fought, and that's okay, because success isn't making them remember the struggle. It's making sure they don't have to repeat it. The past brought me here, but the future begins now. A different ending starts here. A different ending starts here. Yeah. I used to think growth had a finish line, like one day I would wake up with all the answers, no regrets, no flaws left to fix. But life taught me something else. I'm not finished, I'm still becoming. I look back at the person I used to be, the fears I carried, the things I couldn't see, the mistakes that followed me down every road, the weight of expectations I was trying to hold. I thought growing up meant getting everything right, never losing direction, never losing a fight. But maturity arrived in a different way, by teaching me there's something new to learn every day. I've said things I wish I could take back, walked some roads that led me off track, made choices that left scars behind. But every lesson changed the way I think, and now I understand the goal was never perfection, it was progress. Every chapter, every setback, every season I've survived has shaped the person I'm becoming inside. I'm still becoming someone better, still learning how to heal, still learning how to let go of the things that aren't real. I'm still becoming someone better, one step at a time, one lesson at a time, one day at a time. I may not be where I wanna be yet, but I'm not who I used to be, and that's enough for me. Yeah. Healing wasn't quick, it wasn't clean, it didn't happen all at once like I'd imagined in my dreams. Some wounds took years to understand, some truths were hard to face, some habits fought to stay alive long after I'd outgrown their place. I had to forgive myself for things I couldn't change, had to stop carrying guilt for every moment that caused pain, had to learn that growth isn't proving your worth, it's discovering it. And some days the strongest thing you can do is keep moving forward without knowing exactly where you're going. The road isn't perfect and neither am I, but every day I choose growth over staying the same. I'm still becoming someone better, still learning how to heal, still learning how to trust myself and say what I really feel. I'm still becoming someone better, still learning how to heal, still learning how to trust myself and say what I really feel. I'm still becoming someone better, one step at a time, one lesson at a time, one day at a time. I may not be where I wanna be yet, but I'm not who I used to be, and that's enough for me. Look, I'm proud of the person I'm becoming, not because I've arrived, but because I didn't quit. Through every disappointment, every failure, every season of doubt, I stayed committed to growth. The old version of me wouldn't recognize the strength, not because I'm stronger than everyone else, because I kept showing up when it would have been easier to stop. That's what change looks like, not one big moment, 1,000 small decisions. Still learning, still healing, still growing, still believing. I'm still becoming someone better, and maybe I always will, because life keeps teaching and I keep listening. I'm still becoming someone better, not chasing perfection anymore, just trying to be wiser, kinder, stronger than before. Every scar has a lesson, every lesson has a purpose, every purpose leads me forward, and I'm grateful for the journey. Yeah, maybe growth still becoming someone better. Yeah, yeah. There was a time I wish I could erase every struggle, every wrong turn, every heartbreak, every difficult road. But if I did, I wouldn't be who I am today. Yeah. I remember walking roads I never would have chosen, carrying dreams that felt broken and frozen, wondering why every step got harder, why the destination kept getting farther. I saw people moving while I stood still, climbing mountains I hadn't climbed yet, questioning if I was falling behind, questioning if the effort was worth it. There were nights when disappointment felt heavier than hope, times when the future looked blurry and I could barely cope. I thought those roads were punishing me, I didn't know they were preparing me. The lessons I needed didn't arrive in comfort, they arrived disguised as difficult seasons. Now I'm thankful for roads that hurt, for every mile that tested my worth, for every uphill battle, every lesson learned through the dirt. I'm thankful for roads that hurt because they taught me how to stand. They turned my pain into wisdom and my struggles into strength. The journey wasn't easy, but it made me who I am. Yeah. Looking back, I see it differently. Every setback was building something in me. Patience, I never would've learned. Perspective, I never would've learned. The doors that closed taught me resilience. The waiting taught me persistence. The failures taught me humility, and the losses taught me clarity. Some roads introduced me to people, some roads introduced me to pain, but the hardest roads of all introduced me to myself, and that's a gift I didn't recognize at the time. Cause growth isn't always beautiful, sometimes it looks like surviving one more difficult day. Now I'm thankful for roads that hurt, for every mile that tested my worth, for every uphill battle, every lesson learned through the dirt. I'm thankful for roads that hurt because they taught me how to stand. They turned my pain into wisdom and my struggles into strength. The journey wasn't easy, but it made me who I am. Look, if every road had been smooth, I would've never learned balance. If every dream came easy, I would've never learned discipline. If every door opened immediately, I would've never learned patience. The struggle wasn't stealing from me, it was investing in me. Every challenge added another layer, every obstacle built another muscle. Every difficult chapter prepared me for opportunities I hadn't seen yet. That's why I don't regret the road anymore. The road was rough, the lessons were real, the scars remain, but so does the growth. I'm thankful for roads that hurt, for the tears, for the doubt, for the days I thought I'd never make it through. I'm thankful for roads that hurt because they taught me what comfort never could. How to keep going when life gets heavy, how to believe when things don't look good. Every difficult road left invaluable behind, a stronger heart, a wiser mind, a deeper gratitude. If you're on a hard road right now, keep walking. You may not understand it today, but one day you'll look back at the struggle you wished away and realize it gave you exactly what you needed. It may be you'll be thankful for the roads that hurt, thankful for roads that